Looks great! You know, TV boxes right now are better than ever and cheaper than ever. If you've never got one, I think it's right about time. And it's something really simple to use. You get such a device, HDMI cable, plug it to your TV, and you have an Android on your display. So it really is fantastic. And like I said, it's really affordable. This one is the latest from BeeLink. It's called the A1. Comes with one of the latest CPUs from Rockchip and a ton of exciting features that I'm going to show you in the next few minutes. Here we go.
The BeeLink A1 is among the TV boxes announced at the end of last year, but seems to catch up with popularity right now at the beginning of 2018. And if BeeLink as a company name doesn't ring a bell, they are indeed among the pioneers of Android TV boxes, having released top products for the last several years. You can easily say by the packaging that this will be a solid product. Storage is impressive. 4 gigs of RAM and 60 or 32 gigs of ROM, something rarely seen on a TV box. Having 4 gigs of RAM is a good utilization of the 64-bit CPU and is the same amount of RAM as we will find in the ultra-popular Samsung Galaxy S8 smartphone. As usual, we will check with priority everything but the player. Charger, unfortunately black, so is the HDMI cable. And the remote controller. I wish everything was white as the TV box itself, but we know there is no such thing as a perfect product. Because of its small size, let's bring the A1 closer to the camera lens. Good display on the front, which is well visible in both light and dark conditions. The bottom has 2 rubberized lines for better grip. Color chosen is orange and looks good. On the rear side, the RJ45 for LAN, an HDMI, AC and AV port. Having audio-video outputs means that you can connect this TV box to TVs without digital input, which is pretty cool. On the side, USB 2.0 port, a USB 3.0 port and a microSD. You can say the USB 3 is there because of the blue color. Impressive is the ultra-small size, only 7.7 centimeters length and less than 2 centimeters thickness. Compared to a regular-sized TV box, this one looks very elegant. Yes, this is as tiny as a proper Android TV box can get if we want to have a good variety of ports. Inside, besides the 4 gigs RAM and 32 gigs ROM mentioned, there is a Rockchip CPU. It is the quad-core RK3328. To put it in simple words, it is not the quickest CPU from their product line, but is performing well enough and is meant to compete in the mid to low range AM logic solutions from last year. If you want to hear about numbers, just wait to see the benchmark tests. This TV box turns out to have an easy way of opening, without having to break something or to apply excessive force, and we can easily recognize the Realtek chip and the SanDisk storage module. Tidy and good-looking board. Time to find out how it performs and what the navigation looks like. The BeeLink A1 runs Android, in this case 7.1.2. It is not Android TV like the Chromecast, which has some positives and some negatives. The positive part is that you can install any app that you can run on your smartphone or tablet. The disadvantage is about some services that are dedicated to Android TV only, but let's say you don't miss that much. The usual BeeLink launcher is in place, tidy, customizable and stable. There is no bloatware, and Google Play services come pre-installed, including Play Store. The device arrives pre-rooted with Super SU. Heads down for BeeLink about this choice. Unfortunately, because of the root and the lack of Google Widevine certification, Netflix is affected and you can't watch it in HD or Full HD. Well, you could if you get a modified and not certified by Netflix themselves app. Looking into the supported codecs, there is hardware support for everything that matters at the beginning of 2018, including high-efficiency video codec and VP9 hardware support. VP9 is needed for smooth playback of YouTube videos. This is the kind of format that Google is using. The CPU temperature may go higher than 80 degrees when the TV box is continuously loaded. The box, however, doesn't feel hot because of the well-designed heat disposal. Geekbench scores around 1400 multi-core, which is, of course, much lower than most of the current top devices and even a bit weaker than the AM Logic S905W, which happens to be the direct competitor of the CPU. We know that the NAND is SanDisk and performance is quite good. After benchmarks, we pay attention to multimedia, one of the few boxes that do not arrive with pre-installed Kodi. Well, getting one is a matter of seconds, stable and decent performance. No lags, no issues, just as expected. So is the gameplay. You may not be able to run super CPU-intensive games, but most of them will run just fine. And having Bluetooth lets you connect a joystick which turns gaming into great experience. And that is the motto I can use to conclude my impressions from the BeeLink A1. Great experience. Not the fastest CPU, but an overall top-class product is what you get. And design is amazingly good. Thanks a lot to gearbest.com for giving me the opportunity to make a review by providing this sample. You may get yours at a discount from the links in the description. As usual, for any questions, comments and ideas, you can get in touch via the comment section below. More about this box you will find on our website, techforall.net, and for more videos and reviews, make sure to be subscribed. Thanks in advance for clicking on the like and share buttons, and I wish you good. See you!